All right, guys. So I believe you can see my background, right? So I'm going to change this background right now with what you can see on the screen. So I'm going to show you how to change your background, your video background with artificially generated image creator images, right? So this is an artificially generated image created by, Leonardo.ai, and I'm going to have this on this video background to replace it. Secondly, I'm going to show you how you can also do the video capturing, like the camera capturing at the same time. So this is going to be like an all-in-one strategy, right? I'm going to show you how to use the artificially generated image background on your videos. I'm going to show you how to record simultaneously the screen of your PC. And I'm also going to show you how you can merge all of these things together in one single video. So this is a very interesting session, and I will want you to stick to the end of this video while I walk you through some of the amazing tools that I'm using to do this, to create this kind of videos, right? So that's it. All right, guys. So if you look at my screen, you'll find this website here, which is leonardo.ai. That's the first step you need to take. You have to go to this website. This is a very powerful all-in-one AI tool. You can use it to create several types of images, several types of AI, inspired creatives. So it's a very wonderful tool. It literally has endless features and opportunities here, especially if you are a creative person, creative designer, content creator, and all of that. So it's a wonderful tool, and I've been using it for completely 4 months now. And you can use either the paid version or you can use the free version. So if you don't have an account with them, the first thing you may need to do is to create an account right now by clicking on this create an account button, and then it will take you to a page. After signing up, by the way, it's going to bring you here, and then this is where you then need to generate the images or the backgrounds that you will need, depending on the type of, on what you want to do, depending on the kind of project you want to do. You can easily enter the prompt here, tell the system what you really want it to do for you, and the system would process your query and return back the outcome, the output, with interesting images or probably videos of what you want it to do for you. And then if you come to this place, the first thing you want to do is to look at your dashboard, because you're going to find here that you have 150 credits to use. So this actually kind of rolls over. It resets every 13 hours. Okay, so if you use up all of your credits, you have to wait for another 13 hours for the system to reset, and then top it up with another 150 credit for your own use again. So the first thing you want to do is to enter here. You can enter a prompt of what you want. So look at the last prompt I entered here. I said design a beautiful looking wall for YouTube video that has good RGB light, blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna copy this prompt and I'm gonna paste it here just so you can see what I entered when I created these images. So, but in this case, I'm gonna just enter a totally different prompt, right? So I'm gonna probably say, okay, I'll keep this here for the sake of, okay, let's say I'll just delete this. I would say I need a room background. Okay, so I need a room background. Okay, so for the sake of time, I'm just going to fast forward this just so that we don't keep wasting time trying to, kind of do this, because I don't want to keep this video really long. That's the fact. All right, guys, so I have been able to generate my text, right? So this is my text here. I need a room background for fake YouTube studio or video shoot. It must have an official table with computer and chairs, plus a bookshelf on the wall and good studio lighting, bright colors, and wall hanging. What I wanted, a wall hanging, probably TV or something like that, or wall hanging flower pots, flower vases. So you just need to type in what you want, but just be very specific. And then before you process your prompt, you need to be very sure that you have set the image size for 16:9, which is the regular YouTube size, right? So you just want to be sure that you are having it as 16:9. Otherwise, the system may process something like this to you, which is a portrait. But if you want to use it for your mobile phone, this is still fine to keep it 9 by 16. But if you don't want to, if you want to use it for YouTube specifically, then you should have the layout as the video, the image ratio as 16 by 9, which is really very, very important. So after doing that, you can signify the number of images you want. If you want 4 images because you want to select one out of it, then you may need to enter 4 here. I think that's the maximum you're allowed to enter if you're using the free version of this tool. And then that's all. Then you just need to come here and click on the generate, and then wait for the system to generate 4 images. As you can see, it's giving you 4 different ideas so that you can then select what you want or the one you want to use. So within a few seconds, it's going to process the prompt and it's going to return the... Oh my goodness, I so much love this. Trust me, I so much love these video suggestions. They are really, really, really amazing, guys. I love this tool. I love this tool, and I'm gonna download every one of these images for the fact that I love all of them. You just hover on the image, you're gonna find the download button. Just click on the download button, and that's all. And then you also have the option to delete this image. That's the wonderful thing about this tool. So just go to leonardo.ai, play around with the tool, and you're going to find some amazing features on this platform, right? So that is that. We have all of the images and downloaded to the PC. So now we're going to proceed to the second part of this video, right? And I'm going to show you exactly what to do next. Okay guys, so the next step you want to take on is to start your Movavi video editor. So I don't know how many of you are aware of this tool. This is called Movavi Video Editor. As you can see on the interface, you can just go to google.com and type Movavi Video Editor, and I'm very sure you're going to land on the home page of the Movavi. So where you can download your Movavi Video Editor, because this is a very wonderful video editing software tool that does some kind of task that you can't easily get on CapCut, right? So the kind of task that you can easily do here, you can find some of those features on CapCut, especially an all-in-one kind of tool that helps you to record your face, to record your screen, and to change the background of the video of your face cam. It's like really very difficult to find that on CapCut. You have to go do it somewhere, import to CapCut before you can do all of those. But here on Movavi, you can do everything and edit it here before then exporting your video. So look up this tool. It's free. You can get it. It has both the free and the paid version, so whichever one you're comfortable with is totally fine. As for me, I'm using the paid version of the tool, and it's very, very amazing. Okay, so that's it for that. So the next thing you do is open your Movavi Video Editor, and that is where we're gonna do the main editing, right? So right here on Movavi Video Editor, as you can see on my screen, I have gotten some free background, but then I wouldn't be using any of this free background in this video. I have another free background that I think suits me the most. Now I'm gonna import that free background right here so you can all see it. So right here in Movavi, I'm just going to go to import. I think I just click and drag and then drop it into this place. Yeah, so this is the tool I want to, the image that I would want to use. I can make it bigger. So as you can see, this is the image, and it's a very, very awesome image, right? I kind of put up this image, edited it. I had someone sitting on this chair, then I had to get a TV to the table and kind of place this YouTube stuff just to cover up the person sitting behind the table and all of that. So but then that makes sense. So now that I have it in the timeline, the next thing I want to do is to align my timeline, right? So the timeline aligning is the next thing. Just have to fetch this to this place, and then that's it. And then you want to move this off by creating a new track for video, and then we can move this a bit far away from this. Then we can fetch this image to this place. Now when I start the video, all right guys, so I believe you can see my background, right? So I'm gonna change this background right now with what you can see on the screen. So I'm gonna show you how to change your background, your video background, with artificially generated. Okay, so in order to make it even look more beautiful, I can decide to use the same background like I showed you guys in the video from the beginning. So yeah, that makes more sense if I will do that. So the background from the video from the beginning, it's this one. I have it here, and so I'm gonna fetch it onto this platform right now, and we're gonna work with that just so it resonates properly. Yes, so that's it. Let's start the video again and then see. All right, guys, so I believe you can see my background, right? So I'm gonna change this background right now with what you can see on the screen. So I'm gonna show you how to change your background, your video background. Yeah, so that's it. At that point we have to stop, and I think we have to stop at this point. Yeah, so let's play again and see how it then looks. All right, guys, so I believe you can see my background, right? So I'm gonna change this background right now with what you can see on the screen. So I'm gonna show you how to change. Okay, so this kind of makes more sense like this. So I'm gonna drag this to cover the entire area, where the entire editing area, and then the next thing you may want to do is to remove the background images. Like, you have to cut out the background of the screen. Now the background you're cutting out is the background of the screen, of the camcorder, of the face camera, right? So just click on each of the clips and cut out the backgrounds of their camera. That's the next thing you may want to do right now. So let's just do that. You have to go to this tool, you have to come to the video tools here, and then you can go to the background removal, and then we can do a quick high processing speed, average accuracy. This is totally fine because it's a white background, so it's not gonna leave any black or yellow space. So it's gonna process depending on how big or how large the file is. The processing may be faster or slower. So for the sake of time, we're just gonna jump this processing area and then come back after the complete 3 clips have been completely processed, right? Okay, guys, so right now the clips have been processed. As you can see on my screen, these are the clips here. They have been processed. So what we're gonna have to do now is just go to pan and position. Then we can drag these clips to position them very well. Probably bring them here. This has few little traces around it, but then it's something you need to play around with, because so when you look at the background removal process, it has two. It has the quick precision and the high precision. So I did the quick precision, and that's the reason why we still have a few traces around it. If I had done the high precision, which is the precise, high accuracy, and average processing speed, it would have been much more accurate, but then it's gonna take a bit more longer. But for the sake of this video, I just did a quick high processing speed, average accuracy setting, and that was why we still had some videos that are not properly cleaned up. All right, guys, so I believe you can see my background, right? So I'm gonna change this background right now with what you can see on the screen. So I'm gonna show you how to change your background, your video background, with artificially generated image creator images, right? So this is so that's how it is anyway. So we can just select this, and we can just position, and we can just make this bigger to cover this table, if possible. Cover the chair, yeah, just so the video looks like this. I'm going to show you how to use the artificially generated image background on your... You can see that. So it then looks like the chair and the table are behind me, whereas I'm in the front of them. So this is a very, very wonderful tool. So now that we have done that, all right, guys, so for the sake of time, I just needed to fast forward many things because I do not want to keep this video longer than 15 minutes, but then I can see it's already exceeding that. Anyways, so this is the best way to align your timeline content, your timeline clips. This is the best way to align all of them in order for you to get this wonderful layout that I have currently here. As you can see, this is a screen record. I placed it here as clip number 3. The audio record is the last clip, of course, clip number 4. And then we have the first clip, which is the camera, the face cam. We had it as the first clip. We had the images, the background rather, as the second clip. And I have taken my time to break down this background because they are not the same, like I said in the last few seconds or last few minutes. So if you start the video, all right guys, so I believe you can see my background, right? So I'm gonna change this background right now with what you can see on the screen. So I'm gonna show you how to change your background, your video background, with artificially generated image creator images, right? So this is an artificially generated image created by Leonardo.ai, and I'm gonna have this on this video background. So you can see how the effect worked, right? So you can see how I cut the picture, the background, how I placed this here, how I hid this one, because this one is currently invisible right now. I kind of hid that clip. If you click on show clip, then that clip will be visible, but I don't want it to show because if it shows, then it's gonna interfere with what we are doing. So you can play around with this, but then I just needed to give you a heads up of what needs to be done. And I'm very, very positive that as you are working around this tool, you're gonna figure out the next things that you may want to do, right? So that's the very, very basic education that I'm just churning out to you out there. And then just after this continued here, if you watch that at the end of this, I had to then kind of at first I started with this, and then secondly I changed the background, and then again we came to these clips, and then at some point I could as well bring this image to the center and allow it to sit there. So I just wanted to play around with the stuff, with the tool, right, with the settings and with the clips on the timeline. So this is actually what you need to be doing when you get on this platform, when you download this Movavi video editor and you start using it to edit your videos. But trust me, you can do so much more than I have just done on these timelines, depending on what you want. Like just all the customizations will all depend on what you want, right? So there is no limitation to what you can do as long as you have everything here and you have all the skill that you have, right? So that is that. The video is gonna play now, and I'm gonna process this whole video. So I'm just gonna add the last clips of this video, and then I'm just gonna publish them live, and that will be the last things I'll need to do, right? There's no big editing, there is no major editing that I'm doing here. Everything I'm doing here is just basic editing. There is no serious, there is no complicated or complex editing. So literally everyone can do this, right? So that will be that for this video, and we'll see in the next one.